Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Devin and we are going to be doing an energy healing session today. So I usually use Reiki and sound healing. I like to start with the sound healing and then go right into the Reiki. And my YouTube videos, I always do a 10-15 minute healing. And if you ever want to book with me privately, I'll do an hour session and it's more specific to your needs and what you're going through. So I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to be focused on a general cleansing healing session, just kind of get the gunk out of there. But with a little bit of focus on, I want to kind of give some focus on self-love today and self-care, healing, and what that looks like, why it's so important to focus on that in our lives. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. And one of my videos, I talked about self-care and, the ways that we can take care of our energy, which would be like taking a bath or, going on a walk, singing, dancing, shaking our bodies. So those are all ways to get your energy in a more stable, steady place. And those are great things to do. I would just say self-love and self-care kind of take it a little bit step further. That's sort of when you're going into like asking yourself what in my life like needs to go, what needs to get out of there, what do I need to change, it's a point of reevaluation. Where am I not giving myself enough? Where am I not pouring enough into my cup? How can I care for myself deeper? So yes, we do want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves energetically, continuing to do cleansing and walking and singing, dancing and receiving energy work. But if we're continually being drained, if we're continually finding ourselves in a spot where we need to re-up our energy and we're just sort of going in these ups and downs and these, if you're just finding yourself in that cycle, it's time to look at your life and say, what is not working for me? What am I doing that is not serving me? And how can I really start to like heal those aspects of my life? Boundaries is a big thing. Boundaries is a massive thing in this department. It might be, interrelational, like a talk about relationships, but self-love and boundaries are just go hand in hand. I think so much of the time we are overgiving, whether it's like at work or in your relationship or family, whether it's parents, siblings, children, friendships, keeping up with the world that we live in. We're not always conditioned to be the best at setting boundaries and asking ourselves what we need. And there's a lot of people that could be in your life that don't respond well to boundaries. And so that subconscious, you might subconsciously pick up on that. They might not really like be aware that they are not the good receivers of boundaries. And then as people become afraid to be perceived as the bad guy, which is a very normal human trait, you end up just overgiving. And at least I think there's a culture in our work here in the US where it's like if you're not giving 110%, someone else could just easily swoop in and take your job. So there's a level of fear there too. But it's a one-way ticket to burnout and not being well. And a lot of our issues in life can stem from not setting proper boundaries in life. And when you're doing the things that are not good for you. Let me give you an example. When I've been in jobs that have not been serving me, and I kind of knew long before I consciously knew I had to go, that I would get headaches a lot. My anxiety was through the roof. I would just, and you start to think like, oh, well, this is normal life. Like, we all just don't feel good. We're just tired. We're like stressed out all the time. But typically with those jobs, when I put my 2 weeks in, like already the weight started to lift. And it's the greatest gift I've given myself, and it's terrifying. But I do think self-love and love for others comes from those appropriate boundaries. If you're not setting boundaries for people, they're not learning themselves. And even if you are added as the villain to their story, it doesn't matter, because if they can't eventually see that what you did was the right thing to do, that was helping them learn their negative patterns, then you're just enabling people to just be out here taking from other people what's not theirs and what's precious to you. So this energy healing session, I hope it can give not only just comfort and just a quick cleansing, but also a strength to you, and just unrelenting, like unconditional self-love, where doing what's best for you, whether that's saying yes or no, or whether that is simply just going on your walk, or whether that's starting to journal every day and letting your subconscious unwind and unweave itself, and maybe you'll discover something new about yourself, or maybe and it's also another aspect of this that I wanted to bring up is pulling away from the, I should be doing this. I should be this. I should be at this level in my life, or I should be doing this. I should be working out all the time, or, I should be able to handle this better. And just, enough of the like shitting on on yourself, as the saying goes, and just relax. That's hurting yourself too. It's all a cycle. If you're in the like not taking care of yourself, then you go back to the other end of the spectrum where it's shaming yourself for not taking care of yourself, and maybe doing a few things because you've shamed yourself enough, and then going back into a pattern of not taking care of yourself. It's all in the same cycle. So what you need to do is come back to yourself, come back to your heart, get to know yourself better, get to love yourself a little better, get to set the boundaries with the people that might be taking from you. And once you make these shifts, your world starts to shift. It's not like once you do this, then your world goes to shit. It's like once you do this, you pivot in your life and you open up to new people, new relationships, new job opportunities, a whole new sense of excitement about life, and a little bit less exhaustion, doom and gloom, and finding your way, taking that step. It's just, we're all just taking one step forward and seeing what's next. Some people know exactly how to map out their life, what it's going to look like, and the rest of us just need to take one step at a time and figure it out. And the more you can be in a loving, positive state, the more each next step will be of that love and positive and excitement. And the more self-love you have, if something bad comes your way, you'll have a much easier time learning how to get through that with compassion and patience and a lighter energy. So with that being said, let's get started. Just get comfortable. You can lay down, sit down in a chair, and we'll get started with the sound healing and then the Reiki. I hope this helps. As you're sitting, I want you to take a deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. Deep cleansing breath in, hold at the top, and let go. Last one, deep cleansing breath in, hold at the top, and let go. We're going to place one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly. And we're going to feel our connection to ourself. And as you sit there, allow the energy from your hand into your heart, and your heart into your hand into your belly, belly into your hand. And allow this passing of energy to flow through you. And notice that you're getting to know yourself as you do this. You're feeling your energy. And I want you to feel that nurturing, loving, beautiful energy coming from your hands and into your body. Creating a new relationship with yourself, one that knows yourself, that loves yourself, and that will take care of you no matter what. You can bring your hands back to your sides and relax as we get started. we start to come back into the present moment, I invite you to take a deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. Deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. Deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. And I want you to feel this energy, this peace that you hopefully feel, and allow it to carry through you and be carried inside of you throughout your day, your week, however long you need it. Come back to this video whenever you need. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly blink our eyes open, wiggle our toes and our fingers, and come back to the present moment. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this was wonderful for you. It was wonderful for me. And if you're interested in booking a private session, you can email me at the email that's in the description box there. I look forward to next time. Bye.